How important do you feel the movies and TV are?
Extremely important. In many ways, it mirrors our society. It mirrors who we are. I mean, obviously, people look at these images, the bigger images on film, and the smaller images in our TVs, and we become very critical of the images that we see. We become very critical of the images that we see, and if they are in fact really representing who and what I am. So we're looking for things that I think tell honest stories, that depict real relationships. We want to laugh. We do want to laugh. We want to be humorous, but we also want to be informed. We want to be entertained, but we want to also be significantly portrayed and honestly portrayed in terms of who and what we are. So I think that's where those mediums have a responsibility to do that.
You've been in many TV shows, you've been in many movies, you've been in many stage productions. What's the difference? What's the difference between the stage and a movie set?
The most notable difference with regard to TV or film acting is that you don't have an immediate response with a house full of people or whatever number of people are there. No one's clapping. People are around holding and doing their jobs. It's a collaborative art form, so there's a TV cameraman right now holding a camera steady and with a surety that this whole thing works. So that's important. That kind of teamwork and ensemble work is important. Obviously, with an audience, you have an immediate response of someone is responding to what you're doing. Someone is responding emotionally. Someone is responding spiritually, and one has to be significantly trained, I believe, and really honed in on the instrument to know the two different mediums. I think oftentimes with theater, the energy tends to sort of do like that. With film, the energy is a little bit more concentrated.
Now here's the big question. Paycheck versus spiritual and creative expression, which is more important?
If you're doing this work solely for the purposes of just being rewarded and getting a big buck, you're in the wrong business. There's got to be a love for the art form. There's got to be a love and an involvement in what you're doing, because I think that's got to be the primary motivating factor. You can't do this stuff. Some of the most talented people I know, who make a lot of money, and some people don't make a lot of money. It's feast or famine. So you have to first of all do it because you love it, because you want to say something, because you're trying to change the world, and you want to make an impact, and you're crafting your work to do that. So it certainly can't be just for money.
Do you feel that God had a part in helping you achieve what you've achieved so far?
Spiritually and connected, I'm connected with Jesus Christ, and understanding the importance of that aspect of one's life in terms of making one whole. And so I give a lot of props to Jesus Christ.
What's the best advice that you could give a person that's going into this business as either an actor or director or behind the scenes camera person, gaffer? What can you tell them?
Number one, to get as much good training as possible. Try to develop some mentorship relationships. That always helps. Get in institutions that offer, I think, good training. Get good kind of support, moral support. It's not a good thing to do this stuff by yourself. Do it in support. And, spirituality is extremely important. Also, the whole idea that I think an artist, we all are artists. I think we are responsible to deepen our humanity. And so I'm so strongly connected with this sense of humanity, and my responsibility in terms of how I get as good as I want to get is by understanding that other people are as significantly important as I am. And so I would say that educating yourself in terms of who you are, what you're responsible for, your environment, and be about the business of being a professional.